A teenager named Evan and his father would regularly go hunting in the Georgia backcountry. When Evan turned 14, his father befriended a very wealthy landowner in Georgia who offered them access to one of his best private hunting areas. October 5th, Evan and his father would take him up on the offer. They drove out to the edge of this property that was actually fenced in. They went to a main gate where they had the combo that this guy had given them, drove in, shut the gate, locked it. They followed this road for about 2 miles where it came to a stop right outside of this huge forest. They noticed that something was off. There's no birds, there's no animals, silence. Although they found this very odd, they figured, you know what? This is private property. Not a lot of people are out here. I'm sure as soon as we showed up, the animals were aware of us and they've scattered. Finally, they made it out to the hunting stand that the owner had told them about. They don't see a single animal. It is just completely silent. They set up their tent, and Evan's father says, "We've still got some daylight. Do you want to go try our luck and see if we can see some animals out here?" Now, they hike a little ways away from their campsite. They don't see any animals. It's totally quiet. As soon as they could see their campsite, they noticed that their tent was now collapsed. The 2 rods that go in an X over the top of the tent, that thread through nylon loops and then anchor at 4 different points on the base of the tent, had been removed from the 4 corners. Either they failed to set up their tent, or someone came over to their campsite. Who would undo the 4 corners? They decide, you know what? It can't be some stranger coming over here, because we're the only ones with the gate combo. This is private property, and no one could have been here. We must not have set up the tent correctly. A couple hours later, Evan wakes up suddenly, and he's not sure if he's dreaming or not. He thinks he hears someone laughing a couple hundred meters behind their tent, off in the woods. Evan instinctively turns to make sure his dad is still in the tent with him, and he is. All he can hear is silence. He says, "Okay, I must have just been dreaming," and there wasn't any laughter out there. Eventually, Evan goes back to sleep. A little while later, Evan wakes up suddenly again, except this time, his dad is already awake, looking around anxiously. He goes, "Shh." Evan listens, and to his horror, he hears laughing, and it's a lot closer to them. They hear footsteps running toward them from way off in the forest. It's so quiet, it's really easy to hear these footsteps charging toward them. Then it comes to a complete stop, right at the edge of their clearing. It's so loud, they can hear it clear as day, right outside their tent. Evan's father takes a deep breath. He grabs the zipper, and as soon as he begins moving it, the sound the zipper makes causes the laughter to stop. Whatever this thing is, turns around and runs back into the woods. Evan and his father stay up all night, waiting for the sun to come up. As soon as it does, they're up and out of there, running out of the forest, checking over their shoulders the whole time, all the way back to their truck. They told the owner of the property about it. The owner just said, "That's not possible. We have a totally gated private piece of property, and there are cameras watching the only entrance. You were the only ones who went in or out during that time period. And before that, we monitored this property. Nobody else was in there."